Okay, so ex-Real Madrid star James Rodriguez recently said that he'll be cheering for Liverpool when they take on Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League final later this week. The statement is surprising because the Colombian played 100 games for the Spanish champions after joining them for €70 million in 2014 from AS Monaco. He would later on join Liverpool's bitter rivals Everton for one season. The 30-year-old is now playing for Al Rayyan in the Qatar Stars League and says that he wants the Reds to win the competition because he wants to see his fellow countryman, Luis Diaz, win the competition. Speaking on his Twitch channel, Rodriguez said, "I want Liverpool to be champion. I have many friends in Real Madrid, and it is a difficult team for this type of match, but I want Lucho to win." Well, we can't really say anything wrong about it because, hey, friendship comes first, right? But then again, opinions, wants and desires don't really matter when we're talking about the most important game of the year for both sides. There are a lot of reasons why people are favouring Liverpool to win the game. In particular, people want Mohamed Salah to banish the ghosts of a few years ago when a Sergio Ramos tackle rendered his shoulder useless and forced him to go for an early shower in tears. On that night in Ukraine, Real Madrid won the game, thanks to a lot of blunders by a certain Loris Karius. Obviously, Alisson is going to hand out no such gifts. In fact, this Liverpool defence is as solid as a Nokia 3310, and if we look at Real Madrid's defence, this team has a tendency to concede soft goals. Therefore, there are a lot of reasons why Liverpool are heavy favourites going into this encounter. But today, we're going to talk about a few reasons why Real Madrid will win the game, in spite of all the glaring issues at the back that they have. So, let's begin. It is true, no one can deny it. Real Madrid are a club built to win the Champions League. Back in the 50s, Real Madrid created the competition with a few other clubs and started winning it from the get-go. Players changed, rules changed, and even the number of participants increased. But Real Madrid somehow always managed to show off their dominance in the European circuit. The most prestigious club competition in the world is dominated by the likes of Alfredo Di Stefano, Ferenc Puskás, Hugo Sanchez, Luis Figo, Zinedine Zidane, Iker Casillas, Cristiano Ronaldo, and many others. All these players were part of the Real Madrid sides that conquered Europe. Los Blancos have won this competition 13 times, a record that makes them the most successful team in the Champions League. In total, they've played in 16 finals and won 13 of those. In fact, the last time Real Madrid lost the Champions League final was way back in the 1981 edition, where they lost 1-0 to, yes, you guessed it, Liverpool at the Parc des Princes. But then again, a lot's changed since then, and Real Madrid are not going to be playing against a Liverpool side that will be happy with just a one-goal advantage. We expect the game to be open, and Real Madrid would definitely not be out of the encounter, even if they trail early on. Moreover, their history in the competition is for sure going to play a big role. Every player in the team knows exactly what the club is all about, and it is the Champions League. This time around in the Champions League, we've witnessed a concentration of something that we've never seen before. In yesteryears, Real Madrid used to win these games because they were able to call upon the services of titans who would change an encounter in the blink of an eye. From Zinedine Zidane's iconic volley to Ronaldo's goals to Ramos's header against Atletico Madrid, this time around things are different. This is a team that is like a brotherhood, and every player playing for the man next to him. We've never seen such team spirit in so much abundance before. This is why Madrid were able to come back from behind to defeat the likes of PSG and Manchester City. The game against City in particular showcased why Carlo Ancelotti's men are too dangerous to be taken lightly. City had all the advantage in the world in the first leg, but Madrid somehow kept coming back. And in the second leg, City once again were in a comfortable position, only to be on the receiving end of yet another remontada. This attitude of never giving up and pressing on has become the hallmark of Real Madrid's Champions League campaign, and we suspect something similar to happen in France in a few weeks. You might think that you're outscoring them, but Madrid are way too relentless for that. They will keep coming back at you and will never stop believing. A few months ago, there were constant rumours about Carlo Ancelotti's future at the Santiago Bernabeu. The Italian tactician was brought back from Everton to guide a ship that was lost at sea, and the former AC Milan man did well to guide them to the right path, keeping them alive in La Liga. However, his tactics have always come under scrutiny this season. This was especially the case in the game against PSG, where Real Madrid were made to suffer. They could not string a basic passing sequence in the first leg and were extremely lucky to have left Paris with only a 1-goal deficit. many pundits felt that Ancelotti's tactics were outdated and that he was not the right man to lead the club into the future. But how easy do we forget certain things? For instance, Ancelotti won the Champions League twice at AC Milan and also defeated Liverpool in one of the finals. Before he started his first stint as Real Madrid manager in 2013, the Spaniards had not won the competition since 2002, and the Italian tactician would help them finally end their long wait for the fabled La Decima in 2014. In doing so, he became only the second manager after the legendary Bob Paisley of Liverpool to win the competition 3 times. Not just that, Ancelotti is the only manager to win the competition twice as a player and 3 times as a manager. It's safe to say that Ancelotti's first stint at Real Madrid was the reason why they went on to win the competition 3 more times under Zinedine Zidane. It was the Italian tactician who laid down the foundations, and the club has reaped its benefits. While they're no longer wunderkinds, both Luka Modric and Toni Kroos have been exceptional for Madrid in Europe this time around. Them pulling strings in the middle of the park is a joy to watch, and their ability to ensure that things keep moving is what makes the Spaniards so deadly. We expect the highly experienced campaigners to be ready for the encounter and will be dangerous from the get-go. We'd like to see Eduardo Camavinga start the game since Casemiro has been sort of a liability in recent games. This is the 3-man midfield that has the potential to wreak havoc. At the age of 34, you'd forgive Karim Benzema if he stopped showing the sort of consistency that has seen him help Real Madrid to multiple domestic and continental honours. That, however, is not the case at all. For the last 3 years or so, the French striker has carried his team on his shoulders, putting in displays that are beyond phenomenal. It has been a recurring theme this season. Every time Benzema plays in Europe, Real Madrid are guaranteed some goals, and the former Lyon man has scored 15 goals already. With 21 in the league, he has 43 in all competitions, which goes on to tell you how amazing of a season the veteran frontman is having. And with this form, how can you say that Real Madrid cannot win the competition? So, these are just a few reasons why Real Madrid will win the Champions League final. Of course, all the facts and stats will matter for very little on the evening of the game, but it does give us an idea that simply terming Liverpool as favourites would not really be a fair assessment of the upcoming titanic clash.